What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to save Touched by an Angel for last because this was one of my favorite, if not the favorite, role that Della Reese played. She played Tess, who was like the lead angel, and she sent out the other angels on assignment. She was a supervisor, right? And she got, her assignments from God, and then she sent out Monica, who was played by Roma Downey, and sometimes, Andrew, played by John Dye, he was the angel of death. And so this series lasted for 9 seasons, which is so impressive. It ran from September 21st, 1994 to April 27th, 2003. And it was a beautiful story about just them helping people throughout life. It said the episodes of the series generally revolved around the cases that Monica, an angel recently promoted from the search and rescue division. She worked directly under the guidance of Tess, who was played by Della Reese. And, she was more of a surrogate mother than a mentor. And so Monica, in one episode, outlines that she started out in a choir. And it reminded me a little bit of, you guys remember Quantum Leap? That was one of my favorite shows too. And of course, they didn't inhabit the body of the person that they were helping like Sam Beckett did in Quantum Leap. But they would go and they would just help people throughout life's ups and downs. And it was a really beautiful plot, and it was really heartwarming. And I really enjoyed, Tess. I loved her wit, I loved her humor, I loved her sarcasm. And I love the fact that, you know, um, it it touched on angels. And I'm one that believes, I'm a Christian, and I truly believe that there are angels that walk this earth that we are just completely unaware of, similar to the plot of this story, right? And that's why it's so important to treat people right. Because, and I'm not saying that I always get it right, but sometimes, I think to myself, what would happen if, you got to the pearly gates and the person that you got in an argument with in middle school or whatever, somebody cut you off in traffic or that person was an angel. And they was looking at you like, yeah, you were dead wrong. But Tess, Della Reese killed that role that she was the supervisor angel and she sent out the other angels on earth to help people, whether it was, they were grieving a death. Sometimes she sent out Angel or Andrew, who was the angel of death. I believe there's an angel of death too, you know. Um, and to be honest, I used to be a lot more scared of death when I was younger, but it's so inevitable that as I grow older, and I'm not that old, obviously, but as I grow older, I'm just like, okay, you know, like I'm embracing the fact that none of us are going to make it out of here alive. And I really truly believe that there's life after death. Not everyone does, and that's fine. But this is the reason why I made this video for Throwback Thursday, because I feel like, and I really do think that Della Reese was a Christian, and she had a relationship with God, even though I didn't know her personally, but um, I just want to believe that, I guess, in my heart after seeing her on my screen for so many years. But this role really truly embodied such a beautiful relationship between the physical world and the spiritual world. I believe as human beings that we are spirits, we're souls, right? And we're not just flesh and blood and skeletons and nerves, as some people might believe. And if everyone, has free will given by God, right, to believe what they want to believe. But yeah, I really enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the plot, the premise, and obviously a lot of other people did too, because it stayed on for 9 seasons. It was definitely a beautiful story. And yeah, the older I get, the more I'm like, I wonder, if this new person that I meet, if they're truly an angel or not. Just food for thought. But I also want to read this poem by Maya Angelou. It's titled Touched by an Angel, and it's dedicated to Della Reese. It says, we, unaccustomed to courage, exhales from delight, live coiled in shells of loneliness until love leads its high, holy temple and comes into our sight to liberate us into life. Love arrives, and in its train comes ecstasies, old memories of pleasure, ancient histories of pain. Yet, if we are bold, love strikes away the chains of fear from our souls. We are weaned from our timidity in the flush of love's light. We dare be brave, and suddenly we see that love costs all we are and will ever be. Yet it is only love which sets us free. I thought that was so beautiful because that's so true, right? And the show focused on love as the theme. And it reminds me of that Bible scripture, you know, 1 Corinthians 13 is all about love, but it says, in the end, not in the end, I'm paraphrasing, but um, there's hope, there's faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. And that's so important because that's truly what we're made for, right? Every person, every human being wants to be loved and wants to give love and wants, to receive it and reciprocate it. And I feel like that is what Della Reese did on this show and through her art and through her life. She showed us through a wide range of different roles, but this one in particular, because she was a supervisor angel. And I believe that there's hierarchies of angels in heaven as well, similar to this, that, you know, she was loving not only the angels, but also the humans on earth. And that's what we all have, different talents and gifts, similar, to what Della used, right? She used her gifts and her talents over the span of 7 decades to bring joy to so many people. Her medium was television. Others might be, writing or whatever artistic endeavor you choose. I really hope that you're able to use the talents and the gifts that you're given to show love and to bring joy to so many people. And hopefully, before we leave this earth, maybe we too will be touched by an angel. I hope that all of you have enjoyed this Throwback Thursday. Again, happy heavenly birthday to Della Reese. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Have a good night. Bye.